No one survived the Germanwings Flight 4U9525 carrying 150 people. The plane crashed in the French Alps Tuesday, March 24th, en route to Düsseldorf from Barcelona. It's the worst aviation disaster to hit France in decades. The Airbus A320 reportedly plunged for 8 minutes in difficult terrain without any distress signal issued. Aside from the 6 crew members, most of the 144 passengers were from Spain and Germany, including 2 infants and 16 German teenagers returning from a school exchange in Spain. French Prime Minister Manuel Valls says authorities, quote, can't rule out any theory on the cause of the disaster, but sources say the cockpit voice recorder was found damaged and was taken to Paris for analysis. Authorities say it would take at least a week to search the remote site. Germanwings is the budget carrier of Lufthansa. Retired military and police officers push former Senator Panfilo Lacson and neophyte Senator Grace Poe to work together and run for higher office in 2016. In a paid ad published on the Philippine Daily Inquirer Wednesday, the retired officers urge Lacson and Poe to forge a political alliance. At least 4 3-star generals signed the newspaper ad: the former third man of the Philippine National Police, Emelito Sarmiento, former Army Chief Raul Urgelio, former Chief Peace Negotiator Rodolfo Garcia, and former Philippine Military Academy Superintendent Edilberto Adan. The retired general said they picked the 2 politicians because they believe in their qualities as leaders who can solve the country's urgent problems. Apart from Lacson and Poe, businessman Manny Pangilinan also gets a push for 2016 from Senator Miriam Santiago.
And I want you to think about Mr. Manny Pangilinan for President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Santiago says Pangilinan should be in government.
It is people like him who should be elected to positions of leadership. It should not be people from highly publicized careers, because their careers, or they are the leading celebrities, might blind them to the fact that their qualifications are insufficient for the job.
More on Miriam. The senator hits key players in the MAMASAPANO tragedy, saying they lied during the Senate hearing. Santiago says the people involved were part of a, quote, orgy of truth-twisting.
Actually, inisip ko, kamukha doon sa MAMASAPANO hearing. Sari-saring sinungaling eh. Gusto pa ako i-impress. Actually, kinokontrola ko ang mukha ko. Pero dito sa itaas, ang isip ko, gago. Gago, gago, gago.
Santiago also says it was unacceptable for the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, or the MILF, to say it did not know top terrorists Zulkifli Benhir or Marwan and Abdul Basit Usman, that they were staying in houses located 3 kilometers away from the MILF's territory.
That's an incredible claim. So they cannot pass the test of credibility, and that casts a shadow on the whole report. I cannot accept that high-value targets are living right there, maybe not even just the fringes, right there in their heartland, and they disclaim any knowledge.
The Moro Islamic Liberation Front releases its findings on the MAMASAPANO clash. In its report, the MILF denies its fighters desecrated the bodies of the Special Action Force, or SAF, troops killed in MAMASAPANO. The report also says SAF members used the bodies of their fallen comrades as human shields. It adds the viral video, in its words, does not clearly show that members of the Bangsamoro Islamic Armed Forces, or the BIAF, were behind the killing. The BIAF is the armed wing of the MILF. The report also says there were other armed groups in MAMASAPANO, including the breakaway and extremist group Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters, or the BIFF. The MAMASAPANO clash put a newly inked peace process in jeopardy, further delaying the creation of the Bangsamoro Basic Law, or the BBL. The Senate says it will resume hearings on the BBL after receiving the MILF's report into the MAMASAPANO tragedy. Boxer Floyd Mayweather punishes his sparring partner in a video posted on Instagram. Mayweather, who faces Manny Pacquiao on May 2 at the MGM Grand, is training at the Mayweather Gym in Las Vegas, while Pacquiao works out with trainer Freddie Roach at the Wildcard Gym in Los Angeles. Mayweather's uncle Jeff earlier said Floyd is vicious towards sparring partners in this training camp, with former two-division champion Zab Judah being one of his preferred targets. You can get more information for those on desktop. Click on the links on your screen. You can also click on the tabs below to go to a story in the video. And for those on smartphones and tablets, the links can be found below the video.